Hi, welcome. This video is about graphing from factored form of quadratic equations. This first little section is about just kind of graphs in general, kind of what are the different kinds of graphs that we might see. And so I would say let's start with one that we know. Remember that f of x is the same as y, and this is y equals mx plus b. It is the graph of a linear equation, which means it's a straight line. And its slope is 4, it's positive, and its b, which is y-intercept, crosses at -6. And so only one straight line over here, and that's this one over here, d. This could be -6, slope could be 4, sure. So that's where we're going to put that d. And now I'd say that this chapter on quadratic equations, you're going to have that's when you have a square. Now you look at that, there's a square, and you might get this confused. That's not a square. That's 2 to the x power. That's exponential. But this x times this x would give us x squared. So if I multiply those out, both of these would have squares. So if your a is positive, then it's a parabola that opens up, and if it's negative, it's a parabola that opens down. And so I look at this a is negative. That's our a value. It's negative, and so it's going to open down, which is this one right here, and that means this one is b. And if I look at when a is positive, there's nothing in front of this. So if I multiply this x times x, I'm going to get x squared, and the value of a would just be 1, and that's positive, which means that this one is going to be right here, and that then is c. And so we've used b, we've used c, we've used d. The only one really left is a. That's our exponential, and so we know it has to go here. For really negative values of x, like if I go over to, let's say, -5, assuming the -5 is in here, let's say, then what you've got is y equals 2 to the -5 power, and you'll remember that 2 to the -5 power is 1 over 2 to the 5 power, and so that's going to be 1 over 32. It's pretty small. So it's really close to 0, as we can see that it is here. When x is 0, it's at 1, and then as x crosses over into the positive, it just goes up, and it goes up really fast. So that's characteristics of an exponential. So a is over here.